And no tries as yet, as Claire says, just that one penalty goal edging Leeds ahead as we begin the final 40 minutes to see who will join Wigan at Wembley in 3 weeks' time. Defence is John right on top. 182 tackles made and only 4 missed. That tells you something about the determination.
Yeah, it does. They're all committed to the cause. They all know there's a massive prize at the end of this, but technically it's been very good as well. Real impressed with the tackles that McGoldrick's made right on his own line, where he's tackled the ball and not worried about the player. But 40 minutes now, ready to decide who's lining up against Wigan.
And I'm sure, John, will have some tries in this second half because, you know, the energy that has been used up there in that first 40 minutes and the heat down there, it must take a toll.
Well, it will do, yeah. There'll be some tired limbs out there, and the use of interchange will be very, very important as well. And be interested to see when Badiris re-enters the fray for the Rhinos.
Stand up straight, Ryan.
Burrow with Maguire. Good running.
4, move!
Very good running there by Jamie Jones-Buchanan. Gets to the halfway line. Chris Clarkson. Well, nice slip of a pass. Sinfield has dropped it.
0,
Yeah, I like the attitude.
Jackson, number 8, has picked it up.
I like the attitude of Jackson, Ray. He didn't ask questions, he just got hold of the ball and marched it forward on a 0 tackle.
I was only thinking at half-time, Castleford have always had a tradition for props. John Lee Crooks, Kevin Ward, Dennis Hartley, Brian Lockwood. And these 3, Paul Jackson, Rob Parker and Ben Davis, they might not have the same aura as names, but my word, they've gone through a good 40 minutes here.
They've worked very, very hard indeed, and they'll have to maintain that for the rest of the game as well.
There is Jackson.
move!
On that 20-metre line, Ryan Hudson, Danny Orr, Stuart Jones,
Move!
Castleford right into the attack. Orr again.
5, move! Line! Go back.
Rangi Chase, little grubber kick. Ben Jones-Bishop picks it up well on, he's got away! Now then, he's only got McGoldrick going across. Can he edge him onto that touchline? He cuts inside, and he's outside again. And he beats another man, but he's down. Terrific recovery there by Castleford. Leeds now in full flow.
Magnificent run though, wasn't it, from Jones-Bishop, and well done McGoldrick, but they still have to make the Rhino.
Maguire. Oh, is he in at the corner? No, he's in touch. The flag is up. Carl Ablett has not scored. Mr. Hicks right on the spot. The flag went up immediately. But that was a carbon copy of that Wigan Saints try.
It certainly was, but hasn't he done well here? And look who it is who's going across there to put the pressure on Ablett, but touch judge Carl Hicks has got it exactly right. Robert Hicks, sorry, has got it exactly right. The foot on the sideline, but it was Danny Orr, and that shows how much it means, putting the pressure on Ablett, forcing Ablett out of bounds.
But you could see there with the touch judge, Mr. Hicks, he was looking nowhere else except that white line. He was looking for that to be broken, and that did the trick for Castleford.
He did a great job, but you know, again, Jones-Bishop, he's looking the one most likely to break this stalemate, but good piece of work there from Mr. Hicks.
Castleford coming away there now. Here's a chance. Rangi Chase, has he got support inside him? Or has he delayed it too long? He's going himself. He's scored. Rangi Chase has scored. An amazing try from one end of the field to the other. Castleford are in the lead. I thought he'd made a mistake by not passing, but the confidence in this Kiwi is immense. His 36th try for Castleford, and has he ever scored a more important one? I would doubt it. The fans are delirious. They lead for the first time in this match by 4 points to 2.
And what a great try this was. They went down the short side, a little bit of a dummy. Sinfield took it, he used the right-hand fend, and look at his composure here. Ball in 2 hands, he's virtually teasing Brent Webb. He's telling him, I'm going to pass, I'm not going to pass. Then he just puts the foot down, and over he goes in the corner. A great individual try from Rangi Chase. He made it, he engineered the break, and he finished the break. Absolutely outstanding rugby league.
It certainly was. He moved the Leeds fullback in. Then when he went out, he just had the legs on him. And here is Kurt Dixon. Hardly any wind down there. Very, very good underfoot. But a difficult kick from the touchline. Has proved a very successful kicker for Castleford this season. Oh, he lofts it high, it's in the area. No, it's not, it's just to the left of those posts. But Castleford then have to be content with 4 points to 2. But what a lift from that man for the men in yellow.
Yeah, wasn't it a magnificent break there? You saw the right-hand fend after he'd shown the dummy to Sinfield, but I just love how he teases, he tantalises Brent Webb, and when he realises he's just bought himself enough space, he backs his pace to finish the try off. What a great try, and I think he enjoyed it, Ray.
He certainly did. And all the drama, all the talk about whether Rangi Chase was playing, whether he was in Australia or wherever he was certainly down that left touchline less than a minute ago.
Well, just a quick word on the messages from the two coaches at half-time. Castleford's Terry Mattison said, great defence, guys. Got to convert your pressure into points. We saw Rangi Chase do that with some aplomb a moment ago. For Leeds, the message from Brian McDermott, stretch the play, get the ball under control. And we saw a great example of that from Ben Jones-Bishop. But the message from Brian McDermott, should I say, is take your chances. Leeds have got to start doing that.
Leeds, I think, have got to start moving the ball about. For my money, they've battled too long and too far with Castleford around that ruck area.
Well, it's a war of attrition, Rain. It's an 80-minute game, so there's no need to panic. It's just 2-point deficit for the Rhinos. But Castleford will feel very, very happy with that try, and it should give them a lot more confidence.
Rob Burrow scampering away, beating man after man. Burrow looks to be the man to open anything up in midfield. Maguire. Iraqi. Still Leeds. On the last tackle. Burrow again. Webb. Nice little chip. Too hard.
Well, I cannot understand what Brent Webb was attempting to do there, because he showed a dummy, then put the chip kick in, and it was never really on. And Castle will be very happy that the pressure's been released.
Castleford just sensibly carrying the ball away with the first receiver while they regather. Jordan Thompson there, former Normanton Knights youngster in the England Academy side.
Move! Hold! No,
Milner. Oh.
4. Move! Hold!
Number 31 there, Ben Davies, having a good match on loan from Wigan.
He's having a very good game, and Rob Parker is as well, but here he goes again, the magician.
Oh, Chase, he's put him away. The back in business here. Oh, well, he's lost it. He lost that there, did he?
He did, Ray. Good call.
Again, another good call on that far side.
Great work.
You can see there, Chase once again opened it up, and then it was Youngquest out there on the wing. Offloaded the ball inside to Dixon, and Dixon just lost the ball in that collision there in the sort of cover tackle. But a half chance once again for Castleford. They're looking, Ray, at the minute the most promising side.
They certainly are.
Go on, Ryan! Out!
And Leeds forced to bring the ball away. Leeds
Go!
will be looking for some inspiration. Terry Mattison there with Andy Hayes, assistant, contented. Got a long time remaining in this Carnegie Challenge Cup semi-final.
3, move, hold, go.
Burrow. Delaney.
Move!
These forwards making good ground for Leeds.
That's an important call from the referee there. It was a big carry there from the the second rower Delaney, who's returned from the substitutes bench, and you can see there as Ice is regaining his feet, he had one hand on the ball, interference at the play of the ball, and this is a marvellous opportunity for the Leeds Rhinos.
And a penalty like that, John, can just change the course of a game. Ball here now with Ian Kirk, plagued with injuries this last 12 months, but fit and ready now. Peacock charging for the line. It needs his leadership up front here now. 2 metres short. Burrow to Maguire. Sinfield. Webb. He's lost it.
Yeah,
he's giving a forward pass.
And I think he's right. It looks suspiciously forward there.
Little bit of a problem here with Danny Orr and
Danny Maguire.
Danny Maguire.
The two Dannys, yes, not the two Ronnies.
Carl Ablett just lifted him off and said, settle down. And they're shaking hands. It's nothing.
Yeah, and it's this pass here. Webb takes it right, and it's a mile forward, that one. And again, it may have well have been a delayed call, but it was the correct one. And it was after the ball was spilled to the ground that we had the two Dannys having a little tete-a-tete.
All's well that ends well. Oh, that's looked a high tackle. The touch judge is on. Mr. Hicks has spotted it. Owen shrugging it off, but any tackle above the shoulder.
This is it here.
Maguire making a last-ditch clasp for Owen, but around the neck, that's a penalty.
Yeah, and a good decision once more.
Tempers flirting a little.
One, move, hold.
The sun still beaming down here.
2, move.
No let up in this pace. Jones is acting half back to Martin Aspinwall.
Move. Hold, lads, hold.
Paul Jackson, Leeds born, but very much a Castleford man today. Just look at the ground he's making. They can't get this lad down.
Move, back up, back up.
Surely a candidate for any man of the match at the moment. Offside. And this Castleford pack, John, is providing big problems for Leeds.
It is, and that penalty for offside is down to Jackson, Ray, because he was working incessantly when he was carrying the ball after collision to get them forward, and you can see there's no doubt about it, the word offside, and interestingly, Castleford going to take the two there. So,
well, I was just going to ask you, John, what would you do? Is this worth a goal? I think it is at this stage in the game.
Well, I think points are at a premium, Ray, there's no doubt about that, and the interchanges are being eaten up. I think there's 8 on each side, so it really is. It's a war of attrition out there, and any points you can get are very, very important.
Kirk Dixon then, a lot of pressure on him. He has kicked some important goals this year, none more important. I don't remind John Keir of that goal in extra time over there at Bellevue, John, but here is another pressure kick. 25 metres out. He's kicked it. He's kicked it. The flags go high. Another 2 points for Castleford. 6 points to 2. And do those Castleford fans begin, as they've said all week, to dream for Wembley?
Well, I think they've been dreaming for Wembley for the past 2 weeks, Ray, but the reality dawns today. Can they actually achieve that dream? And with the scoreboard as it is, they can, but 27.5 minutes, Ray, there's a long, long time to go yet. And there'll be a lot of fatigue kicking in as well, especially the big guys, especially if Leeds have used, I think, 9 interchanges and Castleford 8 already.
A crowd of 13,158 enjoying themselves in the sunshine here. And just look at that second half possession, John.
Okay, walk away, Ryan.
Well, that's been reflected, Ray, in how Castleford have dominated the first 12.5 minutes of this half.
Move, hold, go.
And Damien down there.
Yes, I've got Oliver Holmes from the Castleford squad here. Oliver, how did Cass hold on to this lead?
Oh, we've just got to defend it, eh? Be smart with the ball, not make any mistakes, and play position down at their end.
Some try from Rangi Chase, wasn't it?
Oh, it was awesome. I thought he'd made wrong decision by dummying and not passing to Youngquist, but shows how much I know.
Some of you lads on the sidelines were predicting he'd get the first score.
Oh yeah, Big Dean Widders come up with a prediction that Rangi would get first score of half time, so credit to him.
Thanks, Oliver.
Cheers.
Good recovery there from Brent Webb, the New Zealand fullback.
2, move, hold, go.
Leeds are playing a lot of one-man rugby, John. It's most unlike Leeds.
Well, it's a semi-final, Ray. You can't go just throwing the ball about willy-nilly. There's got to be an element of composure, an element of structure within there, and you've got to have an element of faith in that what you've put into place is actually going to work eventually.
Well, I believe you.
5, move.
Buduris on the 5th tackle. Burrow. That's a good kick. McColdrick is underneath it. Doesn't take it.
Backwards, it's still 5.
A chance, still 5th tackle. The kick, it's too hard.
Well, the lack of composure in some of these experienced Leeds Rhinos players. Delaney there, he had men on his inside and he chose to kick the ball. You see that, it's a good kick from Burrows, well contested by Jones Buchanan, but Rob Burrow was actually pleading with him to pass the ball, and he put boot to ball, and that's a half chance gone.
Move, hold, go.
Castleford content to play the ball around this ruck area, make Leeds tackle, tire them out.
4, move. Let's go.
Played it by the Leeds Rhinos there.
Yeah. Still very few missed tackles. Sinfield.
2, move. Stand square, hold, go. 2.
Jones Bishop coming into the acting half-back position,
Hold.
allowing one or two of these forwards to have a rest. Look to forward past Peacock. Ryan Hall, who's hardly touched the ball, the England wingman. Big, powerful attacking force, but he's hardly been brought into this game.
Hold.
Not his fault.
Well, you feel Leeds are trying to win this game on their own, Ray, rather than playing it as a team and trying to create things as a group.
Maguire. McColdrick had a very sound, satisfactory game at fullback, this former Cronulla Sharks player.
Well, that's a silly penalty.
Oh.
A silly penalty. He's in possession of the ball, Ray. He's played the ball, and then he pushes the Leeds Rhino player over.
Rob Burrow is having discussions with
There's just no need for that, because he's done his job, and he's done his job very well all afternoon, Ryan McGoldrick. Yeah. And what it's done, it's given Leeds a really good opportunity, because they're starting this set 18 metres from the Castleford goal line.
Now Leeds are forgoing a possible 2 points. I'm sure Sinfield would have kicked that.
Goal line, lads.
They're going for the try. Can they get it?
2, move. Line, go.
Buduris. Maguire can't get through. Good tackling there. 2 metres from that Castleford line. Sinfield again, looks for Rob Burrow. Rob Burrow could be dangerous here. Brent Webb. Delaney, can he get over? They're going to hold him up. Oh, they have done.
4, move.
Magnificent defence there.
Joe Arundel.
Go, 4.
Battling for dear life there. Burrow
5.
trying to get over.
Move.
One more tackle remaining.
Go.
Can Castleford hold out? Brent Webb, little grubber kick.
Well, that's another half chance, Ray. But Maguire there, he went through to follow the kick from Brent Webb.
Just couldn't pick it up, could he?
And it was a very difficult pick-up.
Okay.
But if you're going to get to Wembley, you've got to make those. And he just spilled the ball. And it's like Castleford off once again. What a cracking game this second half is turning out to be.
The second and minutes ticking down, coming up to the final 20 of this game when these players should be feeling the effects. Aspinwall driving in. Castleford playing a very simple game here. What we have, we hold, especially when they're in their own territory.
Move! Go. 5.
That's a good carry, that. That's a very good carry on the 5th tackle.
Go. 5.
Oh,
That's play on.
now then, play on.
It's a big effort, wasn't it, from Delaney there to get out and put the kicker, Danny Orr, under pressure, and the rewards a turnover in midfield.
Peacock, relentless there at first receiver, charging in. Couple of Wembley wins with Bradford, but none with Leeds. Kylie Luluai. Leeds making good progress here.
Move!
Maguire, Burrow, good ball.
4.
2 tackles remaining now.
Get square.
Castleford hanging in here. Badurus. Oh,
4th tackle and a high tackle,
high
Ray.
tackle.
Well, at some stage, if Leeds are going to go to Wembley, Ray, they've got to take the opportunity that this field position is giving them, and it was Rob Parker there.
It's another set of 6 then for Leeds.
Held.
2 sets, one after the other. That's difficult to defend against in this heat. Good long ball out there. Sinfield, nice inside. Oh, Peacock couldn't just get there. Terrific tackle again by that man Jackson. A switch of the ball. Rob Burrow looking for support. Darting, dodging. Oh, he's like a bumblebee going around here. Short to Sinfield. He can't get away. Terrific effort there from Aspinwall. Leeds inching closer. 1 tackle remaining. Desperate defence from Castleford here. Rob Burrow, little kick to the. Just too much weight on that ball, and Castleford hanging in there as Leeds throw everything at them.
Well, you can sense Leeds' urgency and commitment to win is obviously there. And you can see the sets defended there in your own half. Castleford 8 to Leeds 5, so it just shows how well Castleford are really working on that defensive structure to keep Leeds out. And I would have said after 60 minutes, Leeds would have been trialers in this semi-final.
In that final 20 minutes now, invariably the vital, crucial 20 minutes of any game.
Hold. Go.
Rob Parker, number 29, just arrived back on the pitch.
Move.
The last tackle in this sequence. Rangi Chase. That's a tricky ball. There are 2 Leeds players going up for it. Hall takes it well.
He did very well there because it was a good kick. He chased his own kick and there was other pressure, but it's now conversion now from when you've been defending to attacking. And there looks to me to be some tired Leeds bodies out there, Ray.
Move. Back up, mate. Hold.
Danny Badurus, former Newcastle Knights player. Delaney.
4. Move. Back up.
Peacock. The Leeds fans beginning to get behind their side. The last tackle of this sequence. Sinfield, lovely little chip over the top. Oh, but well taken. Well taken by Kurt Dixon. Danny Maguire was lurking there. He's got the speed to latch onto those kicks. Chase.
2. Move.
He did an excellent job, didn't he, Kirk Dixon there? It was a nice little kick, obviously a rehearsed little thing between the 2 of them, but Dixon read it so well and cleaned it up, and McGoldrick's becoming more and more involved. His work rate for a fullback has been phenomenal.
Castleford coach Terry Mattison putting 2 more forwards on. Davis and Thompson coming on now for the last 17, 18 minutes.
5.
Working the interchanges.
Hold, Leeds. Hold. Go.
And Paul Jackson and Jones for a rest.
Clever kick.
As you say, John, clever kick. keeps Leeds penned in that corner.
Yeah, that's just what Castleford wanted. Put the ball out of play, walk to the scrum, get your defensive line set, get some oxygen in the lungs, and get ready for another big defensive set. Cracking game.
The Castleford fans behind the post, they're outstanding out of their seats. They're really beginning to think, can there be an upset here this afternoon? Leeds still struggling, looking for the first try of the match. Brent Webb.
One, move, and hold.
Joe.
Watkins almost through there.
That's a penalty.
Tackle completed, wasn't it,
it
Ray?
was, yeah. The ball or the elbow of the tackling of the ball carrying arm hit the ground, I'm sure.
Yeah. Chase made the tackle momentum
down,
stopped,
tackle done.
arms taken, and it was after that point Chase took the ball.
Well, Terry Mattison was quite detached earlier on, sitting high in the sky. Well, he's going back up. He's obviously come down with some instructions.
What do you think his heart rate will be at this moment in time, Ray?
Perhaps the walkie-talkies have broken, John.
One, move.
Leeds, though, still very much in this game. 4 points, absolutely no lead at all with just 16 minutes remaining. Making ground now. Danny Maguire.
Move. 3. Go.
Peacock. On the charge again, he's made some space to Sinfield. Can he get it back to Burrow? Oh, Burrow scampering about. No, he's just held.
Move.
A metre short. Desperate, frantic defence here from the men in yellow. Kevin Sinfield again. Danny Maguire just overread him.
Good tackle by Danny Orr.
33 years of age, Danny Orr, 16 years in the sport and still going strong. Good ball picked up there by Richard Owen. Good running out.
Yeah, well, there wasn't a middle chase there for the Rhinos. The left-hand side chased it, the middle didn't. And Rangi Chase in there at dummy half. And I'm with Justin Morgan. He needs to do that more often because they are making inroads for the Rhinos when they're picking up and scooting from dummy half.
Hold. Go. Good.
Castleford bringing this ball away. Challenge Cup final, Saturday 27th of August. We don't quite know yet who will be facing Wigan, but whichever side it is, it will be a cracker of a match. Oh,
5.
Just play on.
Not play that.
The ball wasn't played at, still the last tackle.
And he'll be quite satisfied, will Richie Owen, with that, because there's a scrappy end and he just decided to put the ball over the dead ball line so they can regroup and start defending once again. Haven't they defended so well, Castleford, today?
Move. Hold, Cass. Go. 2. Move.
As you said, John, Leeds look a little tired, don't they?
Go 2, that's it.
Well, I think they're trying to solve the problems in ones rather than working as a group and offering options inside and outside and perhaps promoting an offload or two.
Go.
Here we are. Baduras with a good run from the in half back position. Can he get it away? Yes, he does. Oh.
4. Move.
2 remaining in this sequence. 25 metres out. Rob Burrow gets it to Danny Maguire. Good ball out to Jones Buchanan. But again, 3 Castleford defenders there on the last tackle. Webb. A good left-footed kick. Oh, this is dangerous.
Play on.
Oh, play on, says the referee. It went backwards. Can't be offside in the in goal. Play on. Here is Rangi Chase again. Skipping, jumping around. Beautiful ball. Castleford are on the attack. Some of this Leeds side are walking back. Good tackle there from Webb. Needs a quick play the ball.
Marvellous counter-attack, there was it from Chase and McGoldrick. Then it's all, those two have been really, really important for the Tigers this afternoon.
Rob Parker. Adding all his bulk to that Castleford attack. Danny Orr. Aspinwall.
Move. Back up.
Still a couple of tackles in this sequence. Chase. High kick.
He'll be disappointed with that, though,
Yeah,
Ray.
he will.
Too easy for Jones Bishop to take.
There was no pressure, was there?
Not at all, and back he is carrying the football.
One. Move.
Just less than 13 minutes remaining. Castleford still holding on to that 6 points to 2 lead. Just the one try by Rangi Chase. The difference. Rob Burrow. Delaney.
Move.
Still plenty of time for
No.
the magic of Burrow or Maguire or Sinfield. This midfield triangle for Leeds to triumph.
But they need options, Ray. They need
They
people
do.
running off them, and that certainly won't help. Jones Buchanan there losing the ball, making an header, but it has worked very, very hard indeed as the second rower, Jamie Jones Buchanan. And again, it's a very good tackle from
Adam
young
Milner.
Adam Milner.
I mean, he's just 19 years of age, John.
He's had a cracker, I'll tell you, as well today. And time's running out for the Rhinos. They'll have to start working more and more and more for each other.
Well, I noticed in that last movement, Rob Burrow there shouting to his team, urging them, John, to move the ball more, as you were suggesting.
Well, it's down now where you've got to take the risk if you're going to get to a prize like that, and that may well be very, very important there. Richie Owen, a little aggrieved there with Phil Bentham's decision, but Phil Bentham pretty convinced that he lost the ball, but I'm not.
Well, I'm not convinced he lost the ball, but technically he never played it with his foot, but it's par for the course
But
these days.
if you haven't played the ball properly with your foot, it's a penalty, Ray.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's par for the course and no referees ever seem to pick it up.
That's
He's
a
lost
penalty.
it.
That's a penalty because there's interference.
Yeah. Now
No
then,
connection.
this should be interesting to see whether there
Walk
was
away,
any,
last not. You go away.
any interference.
Has it hit the cast man at all? Has he knocked into
In my
him
opinion, he already lost it.
before the cast man touched him? Okay, Rob. So, in your opinion, the cast man has not made any contact with the arm whatsoever
That's right.
on his way back?
Yes.
Well,
I think that's debatable.
I think that Daniel was trying to get onside, but he certainly played at the arm. And I think the Leeds Rhinos will be pretty aggrieved with that, but the Castleford Tigers players and fans won't be worried.
Very, very contentious decision there. But this is what makes sport. This is what the Challenge Cup is all about. There's only one winner.
One, move! Hold Leeds, hold, go.
Milner again.
Two,
Simple,
move.
steady rugby here
Wait.
from Castleford.
Go, two.
Driving in at first receiver.
He's had
Benner
a
Davis.
very good game, hasn't he, Ben
He has.
Davis? It really has, and that really determined run there, it half broke the Leeds line. It forced Haraki to have a second effort.
It shows you something of the depth of the talent at Wigan at the moment when they can offload and loan this boy out.
Well, he could well end up playing in the final for Castleford against his parent club.
Well, he could. I just don't know what the arrangements are, though, John. You know, some on loans, they stop them, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do. But he's going for 2 points now, Danny R. Use his experience and
Yeah. Just look at that writing on Danny Orr's shirt. They're a special one celebrating his 400th career appearance. A record point scorer here for Castleford.
he'll remember it as well if they manage to achieve the prize and get to Wembley.
Side.
Kirk Dixon then. Kicking again for possible glory. 1 out of 2 so far. 35 metres out. 15 in from the far touchline.
Side on. All inside.
Oh, it's coming! It's there! It's an absolute beauty! The Castleford fans are absolutely ecstatic! Just look at that little lad bouncing up and down there. This is what rugby league means to a town like Castleford. 8 points to 2, less than 9 minutes remaining. All the pressure now on Leeds, one of the great sides of Challenge Cup rugby.
Well, in all honesty, Ray, you look at this and you think, where can Leeds conjure a try from? And even should they conjure a try and Sinfield convert it, it's still even Stephen golden point job. So,
well, now could you stand another golden point job after your experience with Wakefield and Castleford?
I can now, Ray.
You can today, yes. Oh, that was a forward pass. No need to give that pass out, and he knows it.
Well, we've just been singing his praises, haven't we? But that was a big header there.
So, Terry Patterson and
Heads in, lads.
his assistant there, Andy Hay, former Castleford second row, they both know how vital that mistake could be. 6 tackles here then to Leeds. Watkin, Maguire and company conjure here. Cover tackle there from Joe Arundel. Webb. Delaney. He's lost the ball. Play on, says the referee. Badouris.
2. Move. Goal line. Get on the line. 2.
Difficult time here for Castleford. Maguire. Sinfield. Clarkson. Good ball. Watkins, has he flicked it out? Can he pick it up? He's over. He's over. At the corner. No hesitation there. Joel Bishop, he picked the ball up after. Watkins, 18th try. Tremendous effort. And Leeds are back.
Yeah, well, the ball's moved left to right there. Wasn't the slickest of movement, and the ball hit the ground from Haraki, but a lovely bit of composure from Watkins there. Kept his hands away from the ball. You'll see it hits the ground from Haraki's offload, and he just keeps his hands away, shows composure picking it up, and finishes really well 3 metres in from the sideline.
Yep.
And my word, good try from Callum Watkins, but this is pressure.
The skill of Haraki fooled me, John. I thought it was Callum Watkins. Such was the quality of that flick. Here is the kick. He's kicked it! Oh! Leeds are back in business. Kevin Sinfield, the record goal kicker for Leeds, shows his true mettle when the pressure is on from the touchline. He grabs another one, and we're all square here at the Keep Mold Stadium. A piece of sheer brilliance.
Yeah, ball movement left to right. Haraki does a real good job there. Hits the collision, sucks Youngquest in, offloads the ball. Great composure from Watkins. Good pick up under pressure and a great finish. And Sinfield's kick, that is handling pressure at the highest level. What a finish we've got in store now, Ray.
Less than 6 minutes remaining, and suddenly Leeds look revitalised. Leeds now charging away. Badouris. And it's Castleford offside.
Clever
to play the ball.
Clever from Badouris there. Yep. He picked the ball up and made Parker get involved in his defensive duty, which bought the penalty. Will it be a drop goal this set, Ray?
Well, Kevin Sinfield, Danny Maguire, Burrow, all adept at drop goals.
Move! Hold!
Sinfield with 26 goals in his career.
Well, they're taking it to central position, Ray.
They're going for it. Ball here now to Burrow. Burrow darting for the line.
Move!
I think they'll have a try as well if they can. Oh, he's lost it. That's a knock on. No advantage.
Yeah, they went for broke there. Trying to crash over there on the goal line of Castleford. He picked out Ian Kirk, but Kirk couldn't reel the ball in. Just too much traffic there from the Castleford defence.
But John, you tend to lose the ball when you're so tired as well, and you can see a lot of tired men out there.
Well, there's fatigue, but there's also pressure from the defensive line. But Kevin Sinfield in the background, he was screaming at Badouris. He wanted the ball to slot a one-pointer over, but it wasn't to be. It's still 8-all. And 4.5 minutes left. Are we going to go into Golden Point, Ray?
Well, it looks at Castleford, of course. Let's remind our listeners that a Golden Point, a draw at half-time. There is no replay now. We turn round at full time, and the team that scores first, whether it be a drop goal, a try, or a penalty goal, is the winner. Castleford already have achieved that once against John's side, Wakefield Trinity, and won by 20 points to 18. A 2-pointer from Kirk Dixon.
But I don't think, Ray, to become obsessed with a drop goal. You've still to play field position and build that bit of pressure. But Leeds Rhinos, suddenly, they found an injection of energy from somewhere.
Well, they're stopping Castleford now from getting out of this half, aren't they? Chase is doing the best thing. A good kick, long kick, but they've got to get up there fast. Webb, he's got to make ground. He is doing. Good running by Webb.
Go.
Sinfield.
That's good play from Sinfield.
To Rob Burrow.
I think Burrow's been one of the better Leeds players, Ray. That's lots of cross.
Well.
His work rate's been phenomenal.
Badouris. Bale shrugs off one man, pounds off another. Terrific run there by Ryan Bailey. Now then, will they bring this ball in midfield? Peacock's going for the line, looks for support, trying to offload it. Milner clinging for dear life there. Two tackles remaining. 3 minutes remaining. Danny Maguire, they're moving it out wide. They can grab a kick. Oh, it's not there.
Well,
surrender.
They won't be happy with that decision, I'm certain, from Danny Maguire. There was one tackle left, and he went broke for the try. And Chase defended once again very well, but
Chase is injured.
I think he's injured, but I also think he's buying a moment or two for his groggy defence and his tired defence.
Well, there are one or two players just looking around on this field. They just had their hands on their knees.
Yeah, was that the right decision though, Ray, from Maguire? There's one tackle after this as well, but he went for the grubber behind with Watkins chasing. But did a good job, did Chase there. And complained of foul play from Watkins. But pretty difficult.
Certainly the knee in the middle of
but that's on the
Chase's back.
That's on the slowed down action.
Yeah.
When we were just watching it with the naked eye, there looked to be nothing at all. It was just Chase's bravery at going down for the ball.
Yeah. When it's slowed down, John, things look worse. He's okay. He's up and running. Not exactly running, but he's up. Less than 3 minutes remaining. 8 apiece. Tense time for the coaches. Terry Mattison, who's given 6 good years at Castleford, leaves at the end of this year for back home in Australia.
Hang on. 1. Okay. Go.
A mighty battle, whatever. Whichever teams win, both have given their all.
Hold.
Leeds racing in off the line here now. They want to keep Castleford contained down here.
4. Move!
Well, it needs to be a good kick at the end of this set, Ray. It's absolutely vital, that.
McGoldrick.
5. Move! Hold! Go.
Danny Orr with a good kick.
He did really well there.
That's a long one. Sends Webb back.
Danny Orr did magnificently well there, Ray, because Castleford were penned on a sideline. And to get so much land there with that kick was very important.
Hold! Go!
2 minutes remaining. No set extra time periods. Just the first person or the team to score. The golden point.
3. Move! Get square!
Badouris just looking for instructions. Delaney. Will it be a last gasp drop goal attempt? Sinfield's weighing it up. Peacock. Good offload. Badouris again. Getting Leeds nearer to that. Play on, says the referee. Danny Maguire, it's all Leeds at the moment. Play on still.
Well, it's within range now, I'll tell you.
It's the last tackle. Sinfield is coming for the drop goal. Here he is. Kevin Sinfield with the attack. Oh, it's chance down. And Danny picks it up. He'll not go the full length of the field. No, he won't. But a last gasp attempt here now, surely from Castleford. 55 seconds remaining.
Well, it's a full set. It's a full set for Castleford.
Well, John, I don't think they'll get a full set in.
No,
got to form a scrum.
I'm pretty certain they can get a couple of tackles to set the field position for the drop goal.
Well,
what an excellent work from Danny Orr there.
Tremendous.
Sinfield had set up for the drop goal. Both McGoldrick and Orr flew out of the line to put him under pressure. And then, what marvellous work from Orr to get Castleford that field position.
John, 16 years in the game, 33 years of age. You were talking earlier on about fitness. What an example there in those final seconds from Danny Orr.
Yeah, well,
the last minute.
Out.
38 seconds to win the game.
Drive it in.
Move. Go.
30 seconds. They're going towards the post. Who is going to accept the responsibility? Who's going to be the man to do it? Danny Orr tries to go through. It's got to be Rangi Chase. He's standing back. This must be the one. Here he is. Oh, he's missed it. It's gone to the left-hand side of the post. We will be in to extra time. There's no doubt about that now. The seconds ticking away. And we can't restart the game. Time for a little rest for all the players. But this tie yet to be decided. The first to score a golden point, be it drop goal, penalty goal or try, will settle this tie. And the score still stands at Castleford 8, Leeds 8. And Terry Mattison coming down, time for a word from the coaches with their sides. And what do our experts in the studio think?
Well, Brian Noble and Justin Morgan watching this utterly enthralled. And Justin, you said it's not the greatest match in terms of quality, but my word, isn't it intense?
Fantastically intense. Great spectacle, I suppose, in terms of, you know, tension and pressure and so forth. But I think this period here, defence is going to be the key. You've got to defend. You've got to stop the opposition team from getting in field position to kick a field goal. That's what you have to do.
And they are out on their feet, aren't they, Brian? Everybody's knackered.
Well, both teams, and Leeds, you would say, probably look like they have the most energy. They've got down there a couple of times, and Castle have come up with a couple of plays to get them down the other way. The charge down from Danny Orr, and everybody's on their feet. Did it happen or didn't it happen?
Well, two just brilliant pieces of play that we saw. It took until 44 minutes for a try to be scored. It was Castleford with a break from Rangi Chase. He ran 80 minutes. I mean, you could say that this is try of the tournament.
Well, he picks out Clarkson, who's late back in the line, and he's just got too much leg for speed for him. But what he does afterwards, he turns Brent Webb inside, outside, and in my lady's chamber. He just stood him up and got him into the corner, because by all intents and purposes, you would have expected him to pass there, but that's confidence.
And Callum Watkins here scoring for Leeds. And the Sinfield conversion was immense, because look, it's right over there on the right-hand touchline, and Sinfield here, shades of that semi-final kick that he took back in 2003, wasn't it? I mean, he's some man under pressure.
Who would have thought it would have taken 70-odd minutes for Leeds to score a try? This is a great opportunity for Castleford here via Chase. But some credit there to the Leeds markers, putting some pressure on there and putting him under some pressure, and he just kicked it to the side there. But fantastic effort from Castleford. They thoroughly deserve to be in this golden point situation. They defended fantastically entire match so far on their goal line. They've put everything into this match, and be interested to see how it pans out.
The players trying to take on as much liquid as they possibly can. It is very, very hot out there and dehydrating. They are exhausted. We're going to golden point in this second Carnegie Challenge Cup semi-final. We had a golden point match when Castleford played Wakefield in the 5th round. Kirk Dixon finally got the goal. It was pretty awful ping-pong stuff. So expect from both sides, they're going to try and get into a position where they can go for a drop goal, and all sorts of things can happen here, but it will be whichever side has the energy left to do something, because it's not even a case anymore of being 80 minutes away from Wembley. They've played the 80 minutes. They could be a minute away, they could be 20 minutes away. However long it takes the first side to score a point. Let's rejoin John Keir and Ray French.
Well, who will be the hero of the match? Will it be that man, Kevin Sinfield? Will it be Rangi Chase or Danny Orr? We'll know very, very quickly. Don't forget, the normal interchange pattern is allowed, and another extra 3 interchanges are also allowed to cater for extra time. 334 tackles made, only 13 missed. John, some of these players will be almost out on their feet.
They will be on their feet, but I'll tell you what, if you're saying you've got an opportunity to play at Wembley, if you just push yourself through that pain barrier, they'll accept that and they'll work their socks off to get there. We're in for a really, really, really exciting end to this semi-final.
Now, as coach of a defeated side, John, with Wakefield against Castleford, in a golden point decision, what do? Do you play your normal style of rugby? Do you move it around, or do you just go downfield and just go for the drop goal?
Well, I thought we made a mistake for Wakefield. We should have played the normals type of rugby rather than going for the ping-pong effect of a drop goal, and that's what Castleford have decided to do. They've tried to buy the land there with low-risk plays and then a kick over the dead ball, and they're saying to Leeds, if you're going to get anything, you've got to come 80 metres to get it.
You're not square, stay out.
Leeds then have got to get back another 80 metres downfield. Castleford will be determined here to keep them down here. If they can keep them into the Leeds half, then all the better for advancing when it's their set of 6.
Well, there's very little yardage made the first 2 carries there from the Rhinos, so Castleford will be very happy with what they've done in the first 3 tackles of this set.
3 tackles gone. Baduras looks for Sinfield. Determined running from Kevin Sinfield. Can he get the ball away? Oh, he couldn't. Baduras was back inside him. Maguire was on his outside. But that was a good break by Sinfield. Maguire. Nice thing to do it. Danny Maguire. Oh, he's lost the ball. Now then.
Well, will he give a penalty?
Was it a high tackle?
Will he give a penalty for a high tackle?
This is a massive decision on the referee here. It is a high tackle. Will Kevin Sinfield go for goal?
Well, it was a great break, first from Sinfield, then Maguire backing up on the next play, and no doubt about it, the right foot step, wrong-footed McGoldrick. McGoldrick went high, it was a penalty, and we've just said about Sinfield having pressure to tie the scores. There's pressure now to win this game.
Yep. And Terry Mattison, 6 years, good years at Castleford, could be all over with this kick. A despairing clutch at Maguire as he went inside from McGoldrick. Judged by the referee, Phil Bentham, to be a penalty. And Kevin Sinfield set for the kick that could take Leeds to Wembley. All the pressure on this man, but he is a man who absorbs the pressure. He's kicked it! Kevin Sinfield has kicked the winning goal. Castleford can hardly believe it. 1 or 2 of their players collapse to the ground. Some of their fans are in tears. It's not been the greatest of games in terms of spectacular rugby, but what a battle, what a war of attrition. And Ronnie the Rhino is urging those Leeds fans, Sinfield, the hero of the hour, he will take Leeds to Wembley.
Yeah, and Kevin Sinfield has been the Carnegie Challenge Cup semi-final man of the match, simply because he's coped with the pressure with 2 immense goal kicks. It's been a very even contest, been lots of good performances individually. He's contributed greatly as Kevin Sinfield, but those 2 kicks, firstly to tie the score, secondly to win the game, earned Kevin Sinfield quite rightly the Carnegie Challenge Cup man of the match.